All right, here we are over at the Black Business Hub with Daijah Wade, and we're super excited to be here with Daijah to celebrate Black History Month in the kitchen.
Yes.
So Daijah, welcome.
Thank you.
You want to kick us off with just introducing yourself and sharing a little bit about your story?
Yeah, of course. My name is Daijah Wade. I am a vegan chef. I am also the owner of The Walking Jerk, which is here at the Hub, 2352 South Park Street. We specialize in vegan Caribbean style food with our own little fusion and twist to it. Yep.
And let me tell you, this food is so good, y'all. And Daijah is also coming in to work with our students for an entire week.
Yes.
And catch her at our February community dinner too. She's going to be coming to Badger Rock to do a cooking demo, so don't miss that, y'all.
Yeah, so exciting.
Second Friday of the month, 5:30 to 7. So come on out.
Yeah.
Great. So Daijah, how did you get started with your business? You want to tell us a little bit about that journey?
Yeah, so I started in Indiana. I was selling just before I was vegan. Actually, I was selling vegan chicken tacos to like people that I knew, and it became really popular. And it was just literally like friends and family just always asking me to cook, and they would pay me, and it was really fun. But I moved here and I started doing, I was in a whole nother career, and I just really could not shake my love for cooking. And so, I don't know, I woke up one day and decided to start a food business. And I was already plant-based at that point. So I went in the kitchen, I was testing everything out to pretty much make the food like I would normally, but make it vegan. And all these ideas just came out of me, and so that's how The Walking Jerk was born.
So it's kind of the universe nudging you right into it, huh?
They did. The universe definitely nudged me. It would not leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, make this happen.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, what are we cooking today, Daijah?
Today we are making Caribbean rice and peas. We are going to be using some red beans, coconut milk. We have some jerk seasoning. And this is one of my favorite soul foods or side dishes. I grew up eating soul food all my life, but I had this new love for Caribbean soul food. It has this element of really fresh ingredients along with some of the things that I'm familiar with growing up. So I just made it my own, and it's really delicious.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah. All right, so ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. So here I have a sweet onion. You can use a yellow onion as well. We're going to be using some green onion or scallions. These are just going to be for flavor mostly. I have a Scotch bonnet here that's hard to find, but there are some farmers that are actually out of rooted that grow Scotch bonnets.
Melissa and Say, right?
Yeah, we have some peeled garlic. You want to do about 2 to 3 of those. I have 4 because some are kind of small. We're going to use some jerk marinade, which is my own jerk marinade, but you can use Walker Wood or any jerk marinade you can find. We're just going to do about a tablespoon or less of that. Coconut milk, red rice and peas. This bouillon here is one of my favorites. We use this in replace of like vegetable broth or chicken broth, something like that. You need some thyme. Jerk seasoning is optional, but it adds a great flavor. And then you're going to need some soaked and washed rice. So I already drained the water on the rice. This is a long grain rice, which is going to be the best for it. So I'm going to get right into it. I also have some water here as well. All right. So we're just going to use half the onion.
And Daijah, you have a lot of kids of your own that you cook for, don't you, too?
Yeah, I do. I have 5 kids at home, all girls, all very specific on what their favorites are, but they love my food overall. But they are very specific. They are my first food critics, so yeah. A lot of my food has to pass them in order for me to know how it actually tastes. Yep. They'll let me know if it's not good, or if it needs some work. I should say that it's always good, but it might need some work.
Yep. Kids just say it like it is, don't they?
Yeah, they're just honest. I love that about them.
Yeah, me too.
They're honest, and they always have a little humor too.
What are some of their favorites? What are some of your kids'
Favorite
favorite
foods?
dishes?
My oldest, her favorite food, she likes tteokbokki, or it's like this Asian dish. I don't really make it, but that's her favorite. She also loves when I do vegetable pho, so I'll do that. That's her favorite. My second oldest loves curry and rice. Any saucy foods that are like stew cooked with rice, her favorite. My third favorite also likes curry and rice. She loves cornbread. And then my younger two are mostly like fruitarians, or so they really just eat like avocados and apples. They do like stir fried tofu and pasta. That's it. Any pasta dish, doesn't matter if it's red sauce or white sauce, they don't care. And they all love pizza. So homemade pizzas for sure. All right, so we have our two veggies, or what we'll use to bring out most of the flavor, which are our onion and our garlic. We're not going to do anything to this. This is just going to go in when we start cooking the rice. And then for the green onion, we're just going to pound it a little bit. And that's just going to wake up the flavors in there. And that's pretty much that. I'm going to grab a can opener. Now, normally you can soak some beans and make your own kidney beans if you want from scratch with just like water, garlic. But when you're in a pinch, 30 minutes or less, this is going to be the best for you. And then we got some organic coconut milk here. So we're going to open up the cans of coconut milk and rice and red beans. And people also do this with pigeon peas too. You can find them in like the ethnic area or like the Hispanic aisle, which are really good. I normally go with these, but I've had them the other way and it's delicious as well. So we're gonna go ahead and use.
That bouillon is new to me. Where do you get that?
Oh yeah, I got this from Woodman's. They sell this at Willie's Co-op as well. I'm gonna use 2 of these. And you can use one for lower sodium. They also have a low sodium option, but we're not using salt for this. So there is a little bit of salt in here as well, but we're not going to add to that. All right, so we're going to go over this way. Oh, by the way, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 tablespoons of butter for this. So that's what I'm going to use. This is going to make it nice and creamy as well. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this in. I'm going to let this do its thing. And I like it to get nice and hot, so when I drop the onions and the garlic in there, it immediately starts to cook down some, which is what we want. Want it to be nice and cooked down. It adds a lot of flavor to the red beans, which is super important. I'm gonna go ahead and come over here. My butter was frozen, so it's gonna take it a little bit.
That's a good way to keep it.
Yeah.
Good longer.
Add all our onion in. Gonna add our bit of garlic. And then the next thing we'll add is our rice, and we'll add our, I keep wanting to say that, kidney beans.
Ooh, that butter, I bet gives it such a good flavor.
Yeah, it does. There's so many plant-based butters you can use. You don't have to do a plant-based butter if you're not plant-based, but this is what I use because everyone's vegan and plant-based in the family. And obviously because of the restaurant, we do everything vegan.
Do you have a favorite kind of plant-based butter?
The kind that I'm using now is the Country Crock avocado oil. We
Oh,
also
okay.
use Melt too, which is the brand. It's really good. That one tastes pretty much like butter. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really good. It melts like butter. I use it for cookies and everything, but this one's great too. This one's a new favorite. All right. So if you can see here, the onions and the peppers are already starting to cook, and you see that
Mm-hmm.
butter in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in my red beans with the liquid in there. I don't drain the liquid on here. Whoop. Uh-oh, it's all right. So we're just gonna go ahead and add the entire can, just like that. And we do a nice bit of stirring. We're showing a lot of love to the food, letting it know how much we care. We're gonna go ahead and drop in that Scotch bonnet. We're gonna drop in, we're gonna drop in our thyme, or our scallion. Just gonna break it up a little bit so it can fit in the pot. And then we're gonna add in our jerk seasoning here, and we're gonna just do like a tablespoon or less.
And you said
Much.
you make that yourself?
I do make this myself. You can use the Walker Wood brand. There's a couple other jerk pastes that you can always use.
What all do you put in yours, or is that a trade secret?
It's a secret. It is a secret, but
Secret sauce.
Traditional ingredients like green onion, thyme, brown sugar, and some other things that are definitely a part of all of the work I've done over the last 7 or 8 years. So this is one of my favorite seasonings. It's really, really good. It adds a lot of flavor and a nice color as well. And you can use any jerk seasoning or Caribbean seasoning that you like. Do you like Jamaican style food?
Oh yeah, I do a lot.
All right, so I don't really measure a whole lot. I'm turning the heat to a medium. I'm just going to do what my heart says, but I've also been doing this long enough to know how much seasoning.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
So we're just gonna mix that in. You see how the color is starting to change.
Yeah,
that's the allspice and all of those things. And then we're gonna go ahead and with our bouillon. This is gonna give it a nice flavor pop for the dish overall once the rice and the liquid gets in. Right? I think Divine may need the. All right. And so now we're going to put our coconut milk in. Typically, you want to let this cook for about 5 minutes or so with all of the ingredients before adding the coconut milk. I almost forgot something really important, which is the thyme. I normally use fresh thyme, but you can always use this too in a pinch. And it's really just a couple of shakes. This adds a great flavor. Just do that. Then I'm going to get my coconut milk here. A moment. I need a small spatula. Okay. All right. Now, normally I would pour this right over into it, but we only really need about a cup or so. So I like to add the liquid. That's a little bit more than a cup, but it's very forgiving, so you don't need to worry too much. about being specific when it comes to that. And you can use light coconut milk as well. And we're cooking this over a medium low heat now. So the color is going to change. The coconut milk is going to give it a nice light brown color. And that fat from the coconut milk is really going to help the rice absorb a nice flavor.
Oh, this looks so delicious.
Thank you.
It smells so good already.
All right, and so now I'm going to go ahead and add in my rice and my water. Okay. So here. And you can like let this cook too. Once you add the coconut milk for like 3 to 4 minutes. It doesn't need long. I just don't normally add the coconut milk and then immediately add the rice. I like to give it some time, just for all the flavors to come together a little bit. But we're going to go ahead now and add the rice. And this is 2 cups of washed rice. Long grain, my favorite is basmati. And I find a nice high quality basmati rice to get the job done. Okay. The rice has been added. Then we're going to mix this up.
So you said you have not always been plant-based, right?
Yeah. I grew up eating what my mom and my dad cooked and my grandma, and no one in the family has been plant-based. My grandmother grew up vegetarian, but that was a long time ago. And so, yeah, everyone eats meat, chicken, pork chops, all that stuff. And I never really had an issue with it, but when I got older, I had a lot of questions about where the food was coming from.
Yeah.
And when I was having kids, I was just more curious about, like, how can I be healthier? How can I not feel as heavy? And I just heard, I was actually watching the Ellen show, and she was saying, like, you don't need to eat every day. You know, you can like only eat it like 2 or 3 times a week or something like that. And then my uncle was like, you are what you eat. And I just had all these people saying all these things to me that I never heard before, and it made me really curious. So yeah. I started cutting it out over time. And then I realized that there are so many meatless things that are really good. So I'm adding 2 cups of water. I'm actually going to add, I'd say, like 2 3/4 cup of water, but 2 cups of water is good. And so we're going to bring this back to a boil. And this recipe, I've been making rice and peas since 2017. My first batches look nothing like this one. But I've realized that when you add the coconut milk and then just the same amount of water as you have rice, it really helps the rice not be sticky or mushy or anything like that. So this is going to come to a boil, and then I'm going to cover this completely with foil and then put the lid on there and let it chill and cook down for about 15 minutes. Okay.
We'll check back in about 15.
All right. It's been about 20 minutes or so. So we're going to go ahead and take the lid off and reveal what we have. And so this is after it's boiled on low for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then we turn it off. Don't look at it. Don't peek at it. And just let it steam for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Do you want to share what you were saying about the Scotch bonnet peppers versus like habaneros?
Yeah, so I use Scotch bonnet peppers in my rice and peas and in my jerk marinade because Scotch bonnet peppers have a sweet floral heat to them versus like a habanero, which is what I originally used. And the habanero is more just like more heat and floral, but it's not really sweet. It's not as forgiving. You don't get that that aftertaste of that sweetness. So we stick with something that has a nice balance. It's really good though. And so if you can see here, the rice is kind of still separated.
Oh, it looks so good.
And we normally just take these out, take all the aromatics out. Normally if I had some fresh thyme, I would go ahead and pull that bundle out as well. And that's pretty much all she wrote. That's it.
It looks so good. And you were saying you like to serve this with cabbage?
I love serving this with stir-fried cabbage, any cabbage slaw, and cornbread. It's perfect. You can do jerk chicken. I do jerk jackfruit. I do some smoked or barbecued mushrooms to make this a nice dish. It also goes well with like a mango pico and some fresh avocado. It's perfect.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Yeah.
So Daijah, how can people come out and support your restaurant? When are y'all open? And tell us a little bit about that.
We are open 11 to 7, Tuesday through Friday. We're working on opening Saturdays here at the Hub. You can find us. We have a website. It's called thewalkingjerk.com. You can order there. You can find us on Uber Eats and on DoorDash. If you want to stay updated with us, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll put all those links in the comments of this video too. So y'all, you should really come out, especially it's wintertime. Get some nice warm food in a really beautiful, welcoming
We have fresh
place.
juices. We have teas like hibiscus tea. We have like a mango Caribbean orange juice. It's really delicious. And we cold press all the juice. So everything is freshly made. All of the ingredients are always fresh, always top notch.
Oh, sounds awesome. Well, thank you so much, Daijah, for joining us.
Absolutely.
And y'all don't miss out. Get over here to the Hub and check out the Walking Jerk.
Yes.
And don't hold back. Get everything on the menu a couple times.
All right, for sure. You'll love it. You'll be back. You come one time, you're coming back. Coming back.
Thanks, y'all, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
All right.